Hey guys, it's Tim with Divergent Elite Detailing in McDonough, Georgia at AskDivergent.com. Wanted to share a story with you of a situation that we had in the shop this week that I thought was kind of sentimental in some regards, but that also in this there's a word of caution as you're trying to decide if you're in that phase of going, I'm hearing about different services, not really sure what direction I want to go. So hopefully that you'll find this helpful. But a gentleman called, older guy, and shared his story that he had had his car ceramic coated about 8 weeks ago, and he was just seeing some things that concerned him. Want to know, could he bring it in and let us take a look? I said, sure, bring it on in. We scheduled the time, so he came in. So as we talked to him, just getting the backstory that he had had a local detailer in town, in the McDonough area, come to his house and put a ceramic coating on his vehicle. He asked them what the brand was. They told him, and so he had done his research. He knew the product very well. He was well versed in hearing him talk here in the shop on the different things that needed to be done, the product history, the performance levels of that product. So he didn't go in this blindly. He spent a fair amount of time investigating so he could feel like he was making the right decision. So when the product was put on, he paid the guy, and my understanding was it's, I think, between $1,200 to $1,500, and just was seeing some things that concerned him. So he came in. We took a look at it. There are a lot of ways that you can test certain things, but in the shop, one of the things that we like to do to really test it is simple. We take bottled water and we pour it on the hood. What we're looking for are specific positions of the water droplets, and then two, when you pour it on there, how does the water fall off of the vehicle? How does it roll off of the vehicle? So we tested it and we saw some things that concerned us. Let me explain that a little bit. When you look at a ceramic coated vehicle that's done professionally by a certified professional using a professional grade product, here's what you should see. When you're looking at repellency, back in the day of hand wax and things, we were really tickled when we saw the water sheet off of the surface, leaving behind, different water droplets and stuff. As things have advanced over the years, we've gone from sheeting to where it doesn't stay on the surface long enough to actually sheet, to have a sheeting action. It won't sheet. It falls off faster than it would take time for it to form that sheeting action. So what you get is it rolls right off the surface, leaving behind droplets. So that's one thing that you're looking for. The other thing that you're looking for is the actual positioning of the water droplet. If you have the right ceramic coating on the surface, when you look at the footprint of the drop, it should be rounded. The droplet should be rounded like this, and the bottom be small because the surface itself is pushing the drop off. So you'll have a drop that is rounded. When you look at a surface that is not protected properly, the base or the footprint of the drop will be wider. So it will be wider. When we looked at what we saw on his particular vehicle, and this is his silver vehicle right over here, we saw a wide footprint, which is concerning, meaning something's not right about the protection. Now, does it always mean that that there's no protection there? No, it doesn't, because there are times that, like if you live in an area where salt is used on the roads during the wintertime, salt can actually clog the pores of a ceramic coating, even one that's been freshly done. So you decontaminate it and then it's back to full hydrophobic capacity. This was not the case. When his vehicle came in, we poured the water on there. We saw a wide footprint and sheeting. It was sheeting very slow. Again, ceramic coated surfaces, professionally grade done, will not do that. So it's sheeting off real slow and then leaving wide footprint drops. And again, let me just say this. I'm not downing a local detailer. I won't say at all that I feel there was ill intent in there. I will question to some degree their experience and ability in knowing their product and things like that. The products that we use, we are certified with G-Technic, and we use G-Technic product. They actually told the client they were using G-Technic on there, but they were not certified, which means they're limited in the products that they can buy. The 9-year product, which is Crystal Serum Ultra, you can't buy it unless you're certified with them. And there's a reason, because of the difficulty level and then the potential damage that can be done to a paint job. So they bought what appeared to be the lower end of a particular ceramic coating and put that on there. I don't want to say that they had ill intent or didn't put anything on there. I would question, though, their knowledge base on the application, the preparation, and things like that. So we're looking for, was the car polished? That's an important thing. When you're shopping around, you need to ask these questions. What is your prep? It's a full-on decon. You got to pull all the dirt out of the pores of the paint. Then you have to polish. If you don't polish with G-Technic, you're going to void the warranty. So polishing has to be done. There are a number of mobile detailers out there right now that are putting ceramic coating on non-polished surfaces. If you look at a vehicle with scratches on it and you look at one that has no scratches, which one do you think that the ceramic coating is going to bond to better? It's going to be the flat surface. When you have scratches, you have ridges. You have those scratches in the surface, which when you look at it under a microscope is a very uneven surface. How in the world is that going to bond to it and form a tight protective layer on that when the surface is like this? When the surface is flat, it lays flat on it, goes down into the pores, and then now you have a good even surface. Well, we're not thinking that it was polished, and then we're questioning what product was actually put on there. All right, let's talk about the client. So in talking to him, he's sharing his story. Turns out he is a veteran, an Air Force veteran, was an RN, worked at the VA, is currently experiencing severe heart issues. So the more he just unpacked his story, I'm thinking, you know what, we gotta fix this guy up. So what we've decided to do, as an organization, we are a military family. We have a number of military veterans that work with us. We have 2 Marine Corps guys that have been here. We have one who is an Army combat medic, and then we're an Air Force family. So the more I heard this guy's story, the more we just felt moved as an organization to say, you know what, let's make this right for him. So what we've done, and he does not know this, we have actually finished his vehicle for him, but we're not going to charge him. This is not to toot our horn, and if you know me at all, you know that that's not what I'm doing. I'm telling a man's story, and then 2, I want to honor him by being able to give him a properly coated car. But I want to, even in addition to that, I want to share this for your benefit, because there are a lot of people out there right now on the fence of trying to say, what route should I go? If you are price driven, and talking to him, that's what happened. He called us, he got a price, then he called them, he did his research, he felt really good about that decision. But what was about to happen is now he's about to have to come pay again to have it done right. Well, we decided we wanted to step in, like I said, and fix that. If you are price driven, just know you are taking a risk. It costs more to do it right the first time, okay? If you look at it that way, you got to stop and go, I'm risking chasing a dollar that trying to save it in running the risk of maybe having to do it a second time. So where he got caught in that pursuit of that dollar figure, and he admitted it standing in here, I fell prey to trying to find it cheaper. If you compare our pricing to Atlanta and reputable companies around that have a long history of doing this and doing it right, we're going to be very close, okay? So be cautious. If you find somebody out there that can match the quality of what we do at Divergent and what other people do in North Atlanta, and you get it cheaper, hey, I'm all for it. I don't have a problem with that. I actually am a bargain hunter myself. But I also know that when I do that, I'm at risk. I'm at risk at getting less than what I hope to get. So as you're out there and you're shopping, you got to compare apples to apples, okay? If it is $800 cheaper than what you see in our shop, there is a reason. There's a reason, okay? We stand behind the work. We stand behind the work. If it's not right the first time, we don't stop until it's right, and it's not going to cost you any more money, okay? Okay? So here's the point. As you're shopping, here are things that you need to know. Is your person that you're talking to, what is their prep? Are you deconning? Tell me about your decon. It's easy for them, oh yeah, I'm deconning. Well, what are you doing? Are you chemically extracting the dirt and the contaminants out of the pores? Then tell me about your polishing process. Okay, there are a lot of guys out there that own polishers that don't know how to use them. We see it in here. They bring them in here for us to fix. Okay, now they've paid twice. Did they save any money doing it? No, they didn't. I'm not down on anybody, and if that's where you think what you think I'm doing, then you're misunderstanding my point. Education is key. This is an educational video from me to you to help you spend your money wisely. Okay. But we had an opportunity to bless a man, and we chose that. So we are going to give him the services that we performed. We fully deconned his vehicle. We made sure that the polishing was done. Now we have the Crystal Serum Light 5-year product by Detailing on this vehicle, and it's in the curing process. So tomorrow is Friday, he's going to come in and pick it up. And so we will have some footage of him coming to pick it up, and we present it to him and give him that. But hopefully you found this helpful. It's a story that I wanted to share to honor this gentleman that's our client as a veteran, and be able to honor him as he has bought this brand new vehicle. We wanted to bless him with it being done right. So hopefully you find that helpful. Look, if we can help you in any way, it doesn't cost you anything but time for you to set up a consultation. We are not salesman type at all. I can't stand that. Don't know too many people that do. If you want straightforward answers, man, take what we tell you and go investigate further. We have nothing to gain from lying, trying to mislead people. But I've been doing this since 1983. I know my way around a few cars. So if you'll trust us, I think you'll see the time worth it. So come on, set up a consultation, give us a call, 678-310-3153. Or look, submit a question. If you've got a question that you want us to answer for you on here, you can submit that at askdivergent.com. Well, we look forward to hearing from you.